Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Crypto Queens. I was reading CoinDesk today and came across this article and another article following this, and I said, "Oh my goodness, I have to share it with my listeners." Let's get into it. Now, it says no argument for replacing dollar's global role with crypto, according to an ex-Fed official. A former official from the U.S. Federal Reserve has responded to a proposal from the chief of the Bank of England that a cryptocurrency could be more beneficial in international markets than the U.S. dollar. Bloomberg wrote on Wednesday that the governor of the British Central Bank had argued last month that a Libra-like synthetic hegemonic currency best provided by the public sector would help end the dominance of the dollar as the global reserve currency. It would, he proposed, also be a better option than another fiat currency, such as the yuan, ultimately replacing USD. In the longer term, we need to come to change the game. When change comes, it shouldn't be to swap one currency hegemon for another, Carney said in a speech at the Jackson Hole Symposium 2019. He will step down from his BOE role in January 2020. The Libra project, led by Facebook and backed by a group of 28 major firms, including Uber, PayPal, and Visa, aims to launch a stablecoin representing a basket of fiat currencies and government bonds. Responding to Carney's Simon Potter, who was until recently executive vice president and head of the markets group at the New York Fed, said that the case had no argument to support it and doesn't take into account the benefits of the dollar's international role. At an event in New York yesterday, Potter stated, "I see no argument that makes sense to have something that complicated out there when you have large liquid capital markets in the US. Not having one currency that you can basically price things and have a deep market in, that makes life much harder for the global economy. While it's probably unlikely that the central banks of would work together on a shared digital currency, Potter said there's the risk that private firms will, and that should be a concern to central banks. While national monetary sovereignty is designed to protect people and get good outcomes, companies are much more interested in selling products," he argued. Well, we'll see what happens with that. So let's follow up on Zuckerberg. Facebook Zuckerberg appears to put Libra launch date in doubt. Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg has refused to comment on the planned 2020 launch of the Libra cryptocurrency project. Talking in an interview with Nikkei on Thursday, Zuckerberg was asked about the expected date of the stablecoin's arrival, to which he replied, "Obviously, we want to move forward at some point and not have this take many years to roll out," he said. "But right now, I'm really focused on making sure that we do this well." Since the launch of Libra's white paper in June, regulators worldwide have been strident in their objections to the project, saying it poses not only a risk to financial stability and could be used in financial crimes, but it's also a threat to sovereign currencies. Notably, lawmakers in the US and France have called for the project to be halted. The Libra project had appeared to have been sticking to its guns on the 2020 target, with Libra Association Managing Director and COO Bertrand Perez saying in mid-September that we are firmly maintaining our launch schedule between the end of the first half of the year and the end of 2020. Zuckerberg also said that Facebook is now taking a more cautious approach when bringing forward projects like Libra that are very sensitive to society, allowing a period for consultation and working through the issues. That's a very different approach than what we might have taken 5 years ago, he said. CoinDesk has reached out to the Libra Association, the nonprofit set to manage and develop the cryptocurrency, to ask if its plans had changed regarding the launch schedule. We will update this article if and when a reply is received. In related news, David Marcus, CEO of Calibra, the entity building a digital wallet for the project, has been making the case for Libra as an improvement on traditional payment systems. In a Medium post Wednesday, he wrote that Libra would be a game changer for the public, arguing that existing money networks are closed and are not well interconnected. They're also outdated, he said, explaining some of these systems were built in 1960s and 70s, and while they've received upgrades since then, they often live on top of legacy, fragmented infrastructure. The need for intermediates is traditional methods of payment also means delays and added cost at every step of the way, Marcus added. Libra, on the other hand, will enable value to be moved around the world in near real time at an incredibly low cost. Marcus further set out his big dream for Libra, saying, just like SMTP allowed any email provider to interoperate with other email providers, Libra can be the protocol that will enable fast, cheap, and stable money movements across service providers, institutions, and people all around the world. This, he claimed, would reduce the cost of running payment systems, doing away with intermediaries and replacing operational complexity and overhead. It would also make it easier for people to send and receive money and lower the barrier of access to modern digital money and financial services. I hope this was interesting for you because it was interesting for me. And we are here to keep you informed. So have no fear. You know that the Crypto Queens are here. We want to keep you up to date so you'll know what's going out here in this crypto society. Thank you once again for listening and hope that you stop by again.